Hi, I'm Hilary Wynn, the Custom Content Manager for Meister Media Worldwide, the publisher of Crop Life magazine. I'd like to welcome Dr. Holly Little, Director of Research and Development for Acadian Plant Health. Dr. Little is going to answer some questions related to abiotic plant stress. But first, a little bit about Dr. Little. She has been with Acadian since 2007 and leads a team of scientists that develop new products and produces the science supporting those products. In 2022, Dr. Little was appointed as a Commercial Science Fellow at Acadian Plant Health and is a 2021 American Society for Horticultural Science Outstanding Industry Scientist. She's a certified crop advisor and an alumni of the California Agricultural Leadership Program. Dr. Little, welcome.
Thank you. Good to see you again, Hilary. Always a pleasure.
You too. If you were to ask a grower about their biggest challenge in producing a crop, you are most certainly going to hear the weather. Globally, crops confront a barrage of environmental stress, including cold, excessive water, drought, and heat. Holly and her team have closely studied the effects of Ascophyllum notisum-based biostimulants and how this technology can enhance plant growth and increase resilience against these stresses. Holly, can you share with us how biostimulants help growers tackle these challenges?
Yeah, absolutely. Biostimulants are known to help with a variety of abiotic stresses. Although many biostimulants have been in the market for quite some time, there are also new ones being introduced regularly. As growers are facing more and more variability in environmental conditions throughout the growing season, we are seeing an increase in interest and understanding of using these products. There are real challenges in feeding the population, and the industry has been exploring new methods to do this.
How do biostimulants reduce plant stress?
Biostimulants can work in a number of different ways depending on what the biostimulant is made from and how it's made, because they can all be different. Right now, I'm going to speak to the scientific work that Acadian Plant Health has conducted on our seaweed extract biostimulants to understand the mode of action. Acadian biostimulants have been shown in peer-reviewed published papers to activate natural pathways in the plant to enhance abiotic stress tolerance. What this means is that natural mechanisms to reduce water loss, limit sodium uptake, or produce antioxidants, for example, will change gene expression within the plant to elicit these pathways earlier in the stress and more completely than without the biostimulant. So this gives the plants an advantage when facing stress in that they're already prepared for it, either before that stress occurs or early on in the stress period.
As mentioned, weather can have a major impact on the farm, so looking at farming practices and using a biostimulant to limit a farm's exposure has become increasingly important. When incorporating biostimulants into the farm's crop plan, when do they need to be applied for benefits against stress?
Ideally, applications would be made prior to a stress event. This primes the plant, allowing it to be more ready when stress happens, as I just discussed. This will really provide the maximum benefit from seaweed extract biostimulants, particularly Acadians. We have the science to show that. So by applying prior to the stress, this will allow the plant to actually experience a lower level of stress than they would if the biostimulant hadn't been applied. So that's really helpful, right? So the plant isn't as stressed, even though it's in the same environmental conditions. But that being said, applications to help with recovery can also be really important. The plant will experience that full stress, but the applications can aid in not only the recovery period, helping reestablish growth, increase production of chlorophyll for carbon fixation and energy production within the plant to recover, but also for future stress events as well. The nice thing about a lot of biostimulants is that there's flexibility in how they can be used based on the crop, the environmental conditions, and the needs of the grower.
Water is always a big topic. Does your product affect water uptake or water use efficiency?
Yeah, water, I'm sure, is always going to be an issue, right? Even in a wet year, there's issues with not enough water to go around. We've had some really great results looking at water stress, where we've seen an improvement in plant water status under reduced irrigation conditions. So really what that means is that the plant, again, isn't feeling that stress the same way. So it has more water in it, and that's allowing it to be more productive. So we see an enhancement of water use efficiency. So basically it's growing more with less water used, or it's growing more per amount of water used. So that's a really great benefit, particularly when there's water limitations. We've done extensive work on this with various universities as well as private researchers, and it's a really consistent response. We just finished a 3-year trial here in California with Julia Moreno at UC Davis Extension. She's based out of Kearney and did the work down there. And she was able to see significant differences in water status under reduced irrigation, which will lead to improved growth and productivity. Given the uncertainties around water, our biostimulants are a great tool to manage limited water supplies, particularly during critical developmental stages.
Is there anything else our audience should know?
Oh, that's a good question. I guess I would just caution the audience that when there's a product such as biostimulants and they gain in popularity and acceptance, there's an influx of new products in that market space, and they may or may not perform as they claim. We've seen many new products come to the market over the years, some of them really good, some of them not so good. So it's really important for a grower or a CCA, PCA recommending products to make sure that they know and understand that product, what they're buying, what they're recommending. So is the company reliable? Do they have a track record? Is there real science supporting the use of the product? Are there, not only from a more fundamental level, maybe with published papers, but are there applied trials in similar crops, similar growing conditions? There's really not room in anyone's budget these days to spend on things that don't help support the crop.
Where can more information about Acadian Plant Health products be found?
Absolutely. Yeah, that's great. So our website is acadianplanthealth-na.com, or you can search for Acadian Plant Health North America to come up with the local website. A grower or anyone could also ask their preferred retailer for more information or to bring the product in for them.
Holly, thanks again for taking the time to discuss strategies for reducing plant stress.
Thank you.